Let me show y'all how to make my peach bread pudding with rum sauce.
So to start our ingredients off, I have here 18 ounces of a cinnamon croissant bread loaf. You can find this at your local grocer, usually near the bakery area. I've got that in its own bowl, cubed and ready to go. And then in this bowl here, I have a 15-ounce can of sliced peaches I went ahead and put in here. To that, I'm gonna add a cup of sugar. And this measuring cup here, I have 1.5 cups of almond milk and another 1.5 cups of heavy cream. Then in here, I've got 5 eggs I'm gonna add. And then next I have 2 teaspoons of vanilla and 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. I'm gonna whisk this all together vigorously until it's well combined. And then I'm gonna pour it on top of our cinnamon loaf here, and I'm gonna let it soak for 20 minutes while we have our oven preheating at 350 degrees. And then from there, we'll pour all of that mixture into a oiled pan and go into the oven for 50 to 60 minutes. And then we can work on our crumble topping and our rum sauce. While our bread pudding is soaking and the sauce and our oven's preheating, I'm gonna go ahead and make the crumble topping for it. So I've got a cup of flour in here. To that, I'm gonna add 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 1/4 cup of regular sugar. And in this ramekin here, this is a mixture. I have a teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon of ginger, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of sea salt. And I'm gonna mix and combine, whisk all this together. I've whisked all our dry ingredients together. Now I'm gonna add 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Combine it thoroughly, and then once we've done that, we can set it off to the side and focus on getting our bread pudding in the pan here, and then we'll top it off with our crumble here. Off to make our rum sauce now. All right, now we're gonna make our rum sauce. I've got a small saucepan here. I went ahead and put 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter in it. I'm gonna add 1/4 cup of dark rum, and then 1/2 cup of sweetened condensed milk, which I'm gonna need a spatula to get all this out, so. That's most of it. All right, and now I'm gonna turn it to a medium-low heat. I'm gonna whisk this. And once it all dissolves, we're looking for little bubbles to pop up around the edges. That's when we'll know it's ready to add our little cornstarch slurry here. This is simply just a teaspoon of cornstarch to a teaspoon of water. It's gonna help it. All right, those little bubbles I was telling y'all about, you see them there. So we're gonna go ahead and add our slurry. And continue stirring. You can see that it's already getting pretty thick. So about 30 seconds more, and then I'm gonna turn the heat off and let this set off to the side until we are ready to drizzle it over the top of our finished product. Our peach infused bread pudding has soaked for the 20-minute time that we've allotted for. I'm gonna go ahead and just pour it into our 9x13 baking tray that we have greased, so we don't have our beautiful creation sticking to the pan when we're finished. Just kind of even it out. Move some of these peaches around. I don't want them all on one side. There we go. And then we're gonna take our crumble right there and spread it all over the top evenly. And like I said, we're gonna go into the oven at 350 degrees for 50 to 60 minutes from here. And then once that time has elapsed, I will pull it out, show you our finished product before I drizzle it with the rum sauce. And our tasting. Into the oven we go. Here is our peach bread pudding fresh out of the oven. I'm gonna take our rum sauce now and drizzle it over our top. It's amazing and it smells amazing. I'm gonna let it cool off for a bit before I plate it and give to y'all the final image.